But first, a Wisconsin judge under arrest and facing charges accused of flouting federal law to help an illegal immigrant. Federal prosecutors say Milwaukee County Circuit Court Judge Hannah Dugan allegedly helped that migrant avoid arrest by ICE officers at the courthouse. It's a bizarre case and it's still unfolding. Hello, I'm John Roberts in Washington. Sandra, good to see you back again.
All right, and good to be back with you as well, John.
Man, did they plan this? I'm going to look into some purple. There's a clear sign that purple is in.
I'm Sandra Smith in New York, and this is America Reports. So today's arrest of a judge marks the second such case in the last 24 hours. A former New Mexico judge and his wife were taken into custody yesterday. Federal agents arresting them for harboring a suspected Trinidad gang.
So listen, before we even get into this video, this is sick. Two judges, one providing a way out of ICE's way for deportation, another judge harboring a suspected gang member at their home. There are cases that are under investigation and the people, including judges, don't even know it. ICE is working behind the scenes, building a case, raiding homes.
Member in their guest house.
For more on all of this, we are honored to have in the new U.S. Attorney General, Pam Bondi. It's good to talk to you, Pam.
Good to talk to you.
So let me
was it really worth risking your job, your life's work into harboring somebody you barely even know? Possibly. I don't know. The story needs to unfold. But I'm suspecting that you barely even know this person, and now you've lost your job and potential, I'm pretty sure, prison. You've got a felony at this point.
A little bit from the criminal complaint here. Judge Dugan says, despite having been advised of the administrative warrant for the arrest of Flores Ruiz, Judge Dugan then escorted Flores Ruiz and his counsel out of the courtroom through the jury door, which leads to a non-public area of the courthouse. A foot chase ensued. The agents pursued Flores Ruiz for the entire length of the courthouse and ultimately apprehended him. According to this complaint, Judge Dugan was visibly angry that ICE was there to arrest Flores Ruiz, even tried to kick the deportation agents out of the courthouse.
Yeah, and to set the stage for you and Sandra, this was truly horrific. This guy was in court being prosecuted by a state prosecutor for domestic violence battery. He had beat up two people, a guy and a girl, beat the guy, hit the guy 30 times, knocked him to the ground, choked him, beat up a woman so badly they both had to go to the hospital. And John,
Let me play this clip for you guys.
The statute, what it says is, it's a felony if you knowingly harbor and conceal illegal aliens from immigration authorities. It's also a felony to impede a federal law enforcement officer.
And that's where we're at today.
you know, it's so rare for victims to want to cooperate. They wanted to cooperate. They were sitting in the courtroom with the state prosecutor. The judge learns that ICE was outside to get the guy because he had been deported in 2013, came back in our country, commits these crimes, charged with committing these crimes, victims in court. Judge finds out. She goes out in the hallway, screams at the immigration officers. She's furious, visibly shaken, upset, sends them off to talk to the chief judge. She comes back in the courtroom, you're not going to believe this, takes the defendant and the defense attorney back in her chambers, takes them out a private exit and tells them to leave. While a state prosecutor and victims of domestic violence are sitting in the courtroom.
Wow.
You know, Madam Attorney General, great to have you here, and thanks for coming back on America Report. So we remember these words of Tom Homan, the border czar. This was March 17th, and his message on these judges who apparently are trying to get in the way of this administration's efforts. Listen.
I'm proud to be a part of this administration. We're not stopping. I don't care what the judges think. I don't care what the left thinks. We're coming.
So when you see these judges trying to obstruct your efforts to make this country safer,
I would love to see this in the comments below. If anybody knows why a judge would risk their livelihood, put it in the comments below. I would like to understand the reasoning behind this, and maybe, you know, our community and those that are welcome to the community can lend answers to this, because I am thoroughly confused.
what is your message to them?
we are going to prosecute you, and we are prosecuting you. I found out about this the day it happened. We could not believe, actually, that a judge really did that. We looked into the facts in great depth. That's her picture up on the screen, Hannah Dugan, who is now in custody. You cannot obstruct a criminal case, and really, shame on her. It was a domestic violence case of all cases, and she's protecting a criminal defendant over victims of crime.
In fact, she just had an initial appearance in court. There's also this other case coming out of New Mexico. Judge Joel Cano and his wife were arrested for harboring a TDA member at their home. The alleged TDA member had been picked up by law enforcement, and now he and his wife were picked up and arrested. And you say that you believe, as the Attorney General, that the person that they were having living at their home was a truly potentially bad individual.
Yeah, that's the judge up on the screen now who got arrested. Yeah, his name is Ortega. He was is a known TDA member, So he comes through Eagle Pass December 2023. He's living in our country. January 2025, ICE, they get a tip. Tom Homan's done a great job. Our FBI did a great job on this case too. They get a tip that he is living with a judge and the judge's wife. So,
like she said, you can't make this stuff up. This is stuff that I'm pretty sure writers for movies get a director together. They're gonna make a movie out of this mess, man, because this is out of this world. Who in their right mind would bring over someone or bring in your house someone who has such a dangerous history? Right? You're part of a gang that is literally overturning countries at this point. And you're part of this? And even more, you're a judge? Oh man, we've got no chance.
they have him arrested first on immigration charges. A Judge Damian Martinez releases him saying that Judge Cano has a good BS meter and wouldn't let just anyone live on his property.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the associations with this violent Venezuelan...
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm pointing, and I had to think about that for a second. Just because my man is standing here with a AR, I don't know what that is, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. You know, we've got the right to bear arms in this country, and I'm sure there are plenty of pictures of people that are standing there proud of their new, rifle or their new gun. I definitely support that amendment. So I'm not saying that just because there's this picture out, let's don't judge a book by its cover, first off, right? There's a reason why they did it. I just don't know it, and I'm not supporting that reason either. But I don't want this picture to depict the type of person this is, because this can depict anybody holding a rifle for any reason, and I just don't want this channel to support that type of hatred.
Gang, Tren de Aragua, and this person that they harbored in their home, he was showing signs through clothing, we were told, tattoos. There was evidence through voice messages and text messages of his association to TDA. So what charges will Cano and his wife face, if any?
So Judge Cano, soon to be former Judge Cano, his charges were just unsealed. He's charged with obstruction. He admitted post Miranda. He took one of the TDA members' cell phones himself, took it, beat it with a hammer, destroyed it, and then walked the pieces to a city dumpster to dispose of it to protect him. The wife also is charged with destroying evidence. Sandra, not only that, this TDA member, and he had on a necklace that said kill, something about death. He had tattoos all over him. He also had on his cell phone pictures of two decapitated victims, decapitated, gruesome photos, and he was sending them out, and whoever he was sending them to was sending back saying, hey, you need to be careful. You shouldn't be sending these. You shouldn't be texting these photos out. Not only that, these two, the judge and his wife, gave him assault rifles that belonged to their daughter. That's what they're charged with. In the criminal report affidavit, he goes to a shooting range with these assault rifles, with a suppressor, with other known TDA members, and they're shooting. A
lot of this may sound simple to you all, right? oh, they gave him a gun. He goes to the gun range. He's shooting. Well, everybody goes to the gun range, right? Man, to get a suppressor, you have to have legal. There's an additional background you have to go through, and it takes time to get a suppressor. So we know that just giving anybody the access to a suppressor, it's a big deal. Like, man, they're gonna lay into this judge. I'm gonna leave it here because, man, I don't even want to. This is a lot. It's a lot, and it just shows how much our system is so freaking corrupt. I feel sad for those who have petty charges. I don't know. You can pick and choose that are, you know, where the judges have laid into them. And here it is. We've got this where judges are harboring criminals, known criminals, decapitation. Comments below. This is sick.